All right, here we go. Nate here with the Volunteer Tech Vlog on the Live Sound 101 YouTube channel. New home to the Live Sound 101 video series, although I'm still waiting to produce part 9. Part 9 is, I really got to plan out part 9 through 16. I did 1 through 8. Their series is actually doing not too bad, but I keep hearing from people like, when are you going to keep making more of them? But this is a media report. So this is part of the vlog that I've been doing. This is a media report for July 31st, 2016. So I'm going to do the report. I'm going to drive and I'm going to mix in some clips. So I took a couple little short clips of the mix as I was working through it, using the backup system. And so I'm throwing some short clips there, and maybe some stills if I can add in some stills from the video editing software I have on my Android now. I'm using Power Director, so might add some stills in there from photos I took, just to add to the report visually. And I'm just experimenting with some new formats. So first order of business, max dB-SPL, as measured from the back of the room, A-weighted slow, hit 89.3. Tim was on vocal and guitar, Don was on vocal, so this was kind of a new lineup. So Tim and Don, great job if you happen to stumble across this video online. Let's see, we use the backup system again while the main system is down. The system is down. The system is down. The system is down. Do you know what that is? Do you know that reference? That's a Strong Bad reference, just so you know. It's a little, any Strong Bad fans out there? Anyway, moving right along. That's from like old school internet days, where like before YouTube, people would like watch these like crazy flash animations, and Strong Bad and Homestar Runner were these viral internet sensations before video existed. So a little piece of internet history for you there, a little reference there. But yes, our system is down, and I want to talk about troubleshooting. And I had some success with troubleshooting the system. I'm going to talk about what I did. That's pretty much it. Oh, one other report I got to mention is we had some issues with the rugs. I got a notification on my phone. Let me swipe that over there. Is it still recording? Did I just hit stop by mistake? No, I think I'm still recording. So the rugs. So I'm not a fan of the Persian rugs. Because they hinder functionality. They cover up floor boxes or floor pockets. They cover up cables so you can't visually see where things are plugged in. And today we had an issue because of the way the plug was, because of the way the rug was laid out. It kept bunching up on the performers, and it would form these big like valleys and stuff. Like the rug would not stay flat. It kept bunching up, and it like became kind of like a tripping hazard. So the Persian rug layout, although some people like the way it looks, was actually a hazard this morning. So let's not use the rug in that layout, or we just stop using them altogether. I don't know. It's becoming a safety issue at this point. Let's see. So with that, let's drive. Let's drive, and I'll talk about troubleshooting the system. So if you've been following these videos here, almost forgot. Click it or ticket, as they say. Make sure you buckle up before you start driving. Be safe. So we've had these issues with our system. This noise in the system, and it's awful. It's horrendous. It's horrible noise, and you can go back and watch these videos, but I've been harping on this for a while now. We've got some gremlins in the system, and I thought it was a master clock issue. I think it still is actually related to the master clock going haywire, but it's the master clock going haywire in our older Behringer units, the 88 8000s. I can't tell you how much time we've now invested in this, and so I'm not going to do a whole recap of the whole history here. But today, while I was using the backup system, I always have the main system running in the background, even though it's not connected to anything, because I found out that when the system is running, I can visually see if this noise issue is happening, because the symptom of the noise happening is the meters jumping all over the place with all this static and whatever. So even if the system's not physically hooked up to the DSP and amplifiers, and even if there's no XLRs coming into our analog to digital converters, the symptoms of the problem can still be exhibited because it's all internal to the analog to digital converters and the computer. So because that is the case, I'm able to visually monitor in the background. And so today I took the ADA 8000s out of the signal chain, and I just used the two newer ones, so the ADA 8200s. So those are the Behringer analog to digital converters that have the Midas preamps in them, and they're red, they're not silver. So the silver ones are the older ones, and we've already had two of the silver ones fail. And so like 3 years ago, one of the silver ones failed, or 2 years ago, and then last year another silver one failed, and then now it looks like the 3 and 4 silver Behringers, and when I say silver, I'm referring to the model ADA 8000s. So the ADA 8000s, it looks like those are just junk. And this is why Behringer has a bad reputation. I just made a video about feeling the Behringer burn. I think today kind of puts the nail in the coffin that we finally figured out what the issue is. So I took the ADA 8000s completely out of the signal chain and just used the ADA 8200s, and I set one of them as the master and one of them as a slave to get the clock from the ADAT in. Hooked up the ADAT cables, the Toslink cables, and had the system running. No noise, no problem whatsoever. So I had the thing running for like 2 hours. Didn't see any blips in the system. I even connected a microphone up to it, up there, just to, you know, check it out. And the cool thing about those ADAs is that they're not like, there's no internal ID that you need to set inside. They're just a dumb device. They take analog in and they put digital out, and that's all they do. You don't go in there and set, like, you know, channel 1 is you know, whatever. You go into the second one and make sure, like, you got unit 1 or unit 2 or whatever, if they're daisy chained. But like, they're not it's not a smart thing. All it is analog to digital converters. And so what I could do is I could patch the ADAT cables into different places in our software audio console system, and you know, input 1 you know, was working fine. I had a test microphone, and then I'd switch it up to, I'd switch the ADAT patch cables around, and then input 1 would now be input 9. And so I did some monkeying with the system, some basic tests, kept it running for about 2 hours, and no noise, using the Behringers, the newer of the Behringers. So we're at this point where, do we spend another $400 and just replace all the Behringers? Do I try to pull a Lewis Rossman and try to do some open up those old ones and try to do some troubleshooting and try to fix the old ones and modify them to, you know, so we'll have backups? Do we scrap software audio console and say, you know what, we're not going to spend another $400 on the software audio console system. Let's just go with a brand new digital board from maybe Soundcraft. I've been talking with my buddy Pat up in Lowell, and his church, he's up at Mill City Church, and they use a Soundcraft SI Performer Series mixer, and I've had my eye on those. I think they look like a good fit for us, or they might be a good fit for us. So I've been talking about maybe Josh and I taking a trip up to Lowell on some Saturday morning and just, you know, seeing the thing in action, putting some signal through it, seeing how it feels, and making a switch over. But that's like, you know, now we're talking thousands and thousands of dollars. So that's kind of the point we're at right now. Or, you know, do we invest, you know, another $400 in, you know, some more Behringer units? You know, because they appear to be working fine now, but how long before those ones start to fail? Or is there something different about the newer models, the 8200s? Is there something different where those are going to be more reliable and work long term? I don't know. So this is And this is the reason why companies get bad reputations. You know, Behringer has a bad reputation. You know, it's no secret. I mean, there are people that swear by it, but usually the people that swear by it don't have a whole lot of experience, and they like it because it's cheap. Which, you know, you use something every once in a while and it's cheap and it gets the job done. But man, there's been a lot of time spent trying to fix this problem, and I think finally it's coming down to the fact that these Behringer units are just failing as master clocks, and they can't do it. And so I kind of ruled out, you know, from my last video about, you know, could it be the Hammerfall DSP software? You know, could it be some sort of like Windows driver thing where Windows was updated and now there's some funny time code thing going on? Like, I don't think it has anything to do with that, because I took those older Behringers out of the equation and everything seemed to work fine. But I'm hesitant to say, like, yes, this is definitely the solution, because the nature of this problem over time has been intermittent, and this is why it's so difficult to troubleshoot. Is that a few weeks ago I thought I fixed the problem when I was up in the media loft with Josh late one night, and I reset things and the noise went away. I thought I was good. Until a week later when nothing changed in the system and the noise was back. So, I don't know. I think we're at a good point, but I want to get like at least 3 weeks of the main system running in the background flawlessly before we attempt to switch things over. But it does seem like just buying another couple 8200s is going to be probably the path of least resistance. We just buy those, swap them out, and maybe I can get the old ones up on the test bench, troubleshoot them, try to figure out what went wrong. But this is ridiculous. We bought 4 of these units. All 4 of them are less than 5 years old, and all 4 of them have failed. I mean, did we get a bad batch, or is Behringer's reputation just kind of working itself out? And this is just what you get, what you pay for. And if you buy from them, it's only going to last a couple years. So anyway, completely understand why they have a bad reputation, and we knew this going into it, but you know, try to save a little bit of money. So that's it for the report here. Like I said, I'm gonna put some mixing clips in here, mixing with the room empty. And I tell you what, it's not like I'm particularly proud of the mixes here, but just as a reference to see who you know, what the lineup was this week, and using that mixing board. But you know, with using the backup system, the main reason I want to get SAC up online is because with using the backup system, there's a lot of climb the stairs, climb down the stairs, listen, climb up the stairs, tweak, climb down the stairs, listen, climb up the stairs, tweak, climb down the stairs, listen, and repeat that over, you know, for the overflow mix and for the main mix and for the monitors. And it's just like, it's a workout. So nice thing about software audio console is that remote mixing capability, which is so crucial to our workflow and our setup. So I really want to get this problem like fixed like this week if possible. It's been way too long using the backup system. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'll put some clips of try to mix some stills in there. And thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Oh, buddy.